Philosophy of happiness. Hedonic versus eudaimonic well-being. Is happiness just feeling good? Hello there. I'm Dr. Tamar Gendler, serving as Dean of the Faculty of Arts and Sciences and holding professorships in philosophy, psychology, and cognitive science at Yale University. In this presentation, I'll explore the common assumption that happiness simply equals feeling good. Recently, Maya has been delving into happiness research and completed several assessment questionnaires designed to measure happiness levels. The results confirmed what she already sensed. Her happiness registers on the lower end of the spectrum. But this raises an important question. What exactly constitutes happiness? This philosophical puzzle reminded Maya of her college friend Sophie, who majored in philosophy, prompting Maya to arrange a coffee meeting to discuss the topic. Throughout history, philosophers have attempted to define happiness in various ways. Among the earliest conceptualizations is hedonism, which proposes that happiness involves maximizing pleasure while minimizing pain. This definition reminded Maya of one questionnaire she completed that asked her to document both positive and negative emotional experiences over the previous week. In contemporary usage, the word hedonist often conjures images of someone pursuing self-indulgence, but philosophical hedonists embrace a broader understanding of pleasure. They include not just physical sensations but the full spectrum of positive feelings, from intellectual delight to emotional affection to accomplishment-based pride. Consider the satisfaction derived from reading a compelling novel, nurturing a meaningful friendship, or completing a challenging task successfully. Epicurus, the renowned hedonist philosopher from ancient Greece, described pleasure as both the foundation and ultimate objective of a fulfilling life. However, he didn't advocate chasing every possible pleasure. Rather, he emphasized avoiding unnecessary suffering. For Epicurus, the most contented life was characterized by tranquility. He wrote, "A pleasant life isn't achieved through endless drinking, partying, or sexual gratification, but through careful, sober reasoning." He believed rational thinking helps us distinguish which pleasures to pursue and which to avoid. We experience pleasure whenever our fundamental human requirements, nourishment, shelter, and social connection, are satisfied. These basic pleasures constitute the foundation of a happy existence. However, these same needs can lead us to desire more intense, sophisticated, and extravagant pleasures. While these indulgences aren't inherently problematic, they frequently result in greater discomfort eventually. Thoughtful hedonistic reasoning teaches that to achieve optimal happiness, we should forego such excessive indulgences. Maya finds this perspective fascinating. While she's not fully convinced she should restrict herself to Epicurus's simple pleasures, she appreciates the broader hedonistic principle. Happiness requires wisely pursuing pleasure and avoiding pain. But is this straightforward formula truly the correct approach to understanding happiness? Let's investigate further. The difficulty in practicing hedonism lies in determining what will generate maximum pleasure and minimum pain. For instance, would Maya experience greater enjoyment tonight if she and Sophie order takeout from her favorite restaurant, Ambrosia, or if they prepare dinner together? Maya enjoys cooking with Sophie, but she's also feeling tired and craving Ambrosia's exceptional cuisine. The pleasure of cooking alongside Sophie seems outweighed by the combination of Ambrosia's tastier offerings and the opportunity to relax while awaiting delivery. So Maya decides to order in. Sophie observes that Maya's reasoning reflects ideas from Jeremy Bentham, a prominent English philosophical hedonist. Bentham proposed that to evaluate someone's lifetime happiness, you simply calculate their total pleasure and subtract their total pain. However, perhaps the nature of pleasure matters significantly. John Stuart Mill, another philosophical hedonist, contended that certain pleasures carry greater value than others. He wrote that pleasures of the intellect, emotional experiences, imagination, and moral sensibilities emotions play a significant role in our overall happiness, often providing more satisfaction even in smaller doses compared to the fleeting joys derived from mere sensory experiences. Sophie, despite her tendency to be a bit lazy, believes that the enjoyment she and her friend Maya experience while preparing a meal together is of a higher quality than the pleasure they would derive from indulging in a delicious meal delivered right to their doorstep. Maya understands Sophie's perspective. Cooking with friends appears to offer a more profound and meaningful form of pleasure than simply ordering takeout. But how can one determine which type of pleasure holds more value? John Stuart Mill proposed a method, by asking individuals who have experienced both options which one they prefer. Sophie has savored a wide array of delectable dishes, and she has also shared many cooking sessions with Maya. While she relishes the taste of exquisite food, she finds greater joy in the camaraderie and connection that arises when they cook together. Following Mill's reasoning, Sophie concludes that this shared cooking experience provides them with a higher quality of pleasure. This realization suggests that understanding the path to happiness requires more than just logical reasoning. It also involves seeking insights from those who genuinely experience happiness and discovering what brings them the most joy. Although hedonism, the philosophy that pleasure is the highest good, seems like a practical approach to happiness, Sophie points out its limitations. Take, for instance, Maya's quest for happiness through her dating life. Imagine if Maya were to meet her soulmate and feel ecstatic about their relationship. However, what if her partner were secretly unfaithful? As long as Maya remains unaware of the betrayal, she would continue to feel elated, but her happiness would be built on a falsehood. According to hedonism, Maya would have everything she desires, with her positive emotions soaring, leading to what appears to be a blissful life. But can we truly say she is happy? While she may feel joy, it is only because she is oblivious to the reality of her situation. Interestingly, Maya would likely prefer to know the truth, even if it brings her pain. She would rather be single and face unhappiness than remain in a relationship with someone who deceives her, even if she never discovers the truth. This scenario raises a perplexing question. According to hedonism, it seems as though Maya would choose unhappiness over happiness. However, this perspective feels somewhat misleading. One could argue that Maya's happiness would merely be an illusion. She might experience feelings of joy, but that does not equate to genuine happiness. If the sensation of happiness differs from the reality of being happy, then hedonism cannot fully encapsulate the essence of happiness. What are your thoughts? Is there more to the concept of happiness than simply feeling good?